You swipe, you match, you chat. But instead of feeling connected, you feel empty and more frustrated than before. This is the dark truth about modern dating apps. They're engineered to kill real attraction and replace it with a cycle of instant hits and dopamine crashes. Let's unpack the science behind why dating apps are so addictive and how to break free before they destroy your chances of finding a real connection. Chapter 1. The variable reward, prediction error, the slot machine in your pocket. Every time you swipe right, your brain expects a reward. Maybe a match, maybe a conversation, maybe a date. But more often than not, it's a dead end. This unpredictability triggers what neuroscientists call variable reward prediction error. The brain releases dopamine not from getting the reward, but from anticipating it, especially when the outcome is uncertain. Dating apps hijack this system. Each swipe is a gamble, just like pulling the lever on a slot machine. Your brain craves the next hit, even though most of the time there's no payoff. This keeps you hooked, chasing the next match, without ever building real attraction. Chapter 2. Algorithmic desensitization, why faces start to feel like numbers. Modern dating apps use algorithms to optimize your feed, endless streams of faces, profiles, and bios. But this constant exposure triggers algorithmic desensitization. The more faces you see, the less emotionally invested you become. The brain's fusiform face area, responsible for facial recognition, becomes overloaded and starts processing people as data points, not potential partners. Emotional connection evaporates, leaving you chasing stats instead of sparks. Chapter 3. Social comparison theory, the attractiveness arms race. Social psychologists call it social comparison theory. We judge ourselves based on what we see around us. On dating apps, you're bombarded with hyper-edited photos, curated bios, and highlight reels. This creates a mental arms race where every profile feels like a competition. Instead of focusing on authentic connection, you start worrying about whether you're good enough to compete. Real attraction dies when everyone's too busy trying to beat the algorithm. Chapter 4. Effective forecasting errors, the dopamine crash after the swipe. Here's the killer twist. The brain is terrible at predicting how future experiences will make us feel, a phenomenon called effective forecasting error. Swiping feels exciting, matching feels like victory. But after a few awkward messages or ghosted conversations, your mood plummets. Your brain crashes, dopamine levels drop, and you're left feeling empty, anxious, or even depressed. Apps exploit this by feeding you another hit, another match, pulling you deeper into the cycle. Chapter 5. The false sense of abundance, why choice kills commitment. Economists call it the paradox of choice. Too many options make us less satisfied with any single one. With thousands of profiles at your fingertips, commitment feels like settling. You start to believe the perfect match is just one more swipe away. Meanwhile, real-world opportunities slip by, overshadowed by a screen full of faces you'll never meet. This false sense of abundance destroys the natural progression of attraction, where mystery, anticipation, and shared experiences fuel desire. Chapter 6. The Vortex Protocol, how to break free and build real attraction. Escaping the dating app dopamine trap isn't about deleting the apps and becoming a monk. It's about rebuilding the fundamentals of attraction from the ground up. Inside the Vortex Protocol, you'll learn how to reset your dopamine system so you crave real-world experiences, not virtual illusions. Reignite authentic curiosity and challenge so you stand out naturally without gimmicks. Leverage deep psychological triggers like presence, scarcity, and emotional resonance to build real connections that last. Use social energy mapping to identify high-quality opportunities in the real world, where your presence actually matters. Because real attraction isn't found in a swipe. It's found in the subtle tension of shared space, eye contact, laughter, and the risk of being truly seen. Conclusion. Modern dating apps are designed to keep you hooked on dopamine, but they starve you of real connection. If you're tired of feeling like just another profile in someone's feed, it's time to break the cycle and master the art of real attraction. Click the link below to discover the Vortex Protocol, where science meets strategy to bring back the spark that dating apps stole. Because real desire doesn't come from a swipe. It comes from a connection that lives and breathes.